to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs, from breakoffs, no matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, uh, 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 all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Y'all give all right, can you?
That's that internet.
All right, can you?
That's that internet.
Put that hotspot.
All right, can you? That's that internet.
All right.
Is it playing over and over?
Yeah.
What? Turn your volume up, other one. Is it up? Ain't nothing. There you go. Turn your volume up, other one. All right.
We good to
Is it
go?
up? We too up.
All right.
Everybody out there can hear us. Like you said, put a one.
Can put a one in the chat if you can hear us.
All right. Everybody out there can hear us.
There we go.
Like you said, put a one.
Can put a one in the chat if you can hear us.
There we go. All right.
What's that, Sister Nazama from New Orleans? Shalom, sis. Yeah, everybody got us now. What's that, Sister Nazama from New Orleans? Shalom, sis. Yeah, everybody got us now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up from Numbers 11 and 22. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up down.
I'm ready, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Hataza'an, Babakwar, Yashakat, Laham, Umataza'a, Laham, Oth, Kal, Dagaya, Ayam, Ya'asap, Laham, Umataza'a, Laham. Just that one.
Yeah, just 22 for now, and then go ahead and English.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 22 in the English. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffer them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them?
Okay, so like we were going into last week, the Most High kind of got irritated a little bit hearing Israel complain. You know what I'm saying? Now, in Israel's defense, Israel was hungry and they were tired of the manna. They wanted to get their mouths around some meat again. You know what I'm saying? And manna is going to suffice. I mean, I guess in their mind, you can only eat even heavenly bread for so long before you start wanting the desire to stick your teeth into some flesh. You know what I'm saying? I like bringing this scripture out, and y'all should highlight this scripture whenever y'all come across friends and family tell you that you need to be vegan or vegetarian. You know what I'm saying? Even the scriptures say man can't live off bread alone.
That's right.
Now, of course, that's a metaphor, but that can apply literal as well. You know what I'm saying? At least in the case of this scripture, Hell, we wanted to go back to eating meat again. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High, he hears Israel, and though he's getting a little fed up with Israel not being grateful for what they got, because nothing sweeter than freedom.
Right.
As Israel's getting ready to figure out real soon. Give it up to the Most High for that. But in this case, they're all crying and whining and begging. I'm basically catching y'all up from where we were last week. They're crying and begging, wanting to eat actual meat. So the Lord is like, okay, I'm gonna hook y'all up. He pulled the elders out of certain encampments by the hand of Moses. And was like, okay, gonna get these bullocks. Y'all gonna get together. Y'all gonna get these bullocks. Y'all gonna get your lamb. You're gonna get your fish. Everybody's gonna eat. Y'all. In fact, y'all are gonna eat until y'all get tired of it. Y'all gonna be up to y'all eyeballs in food.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much where we're going with that. And pull it back just a little bit.
Come on, guys. So
Right.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
No sweat. We all striving for perfection here, brother. Y'all give it up for Officer Lamawad, man. You talk about a soldier, man. All right. Let's go ahead and get knock out verse 23.
Come. Book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 23 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, All, Mashah, Hayad, Yahweh, Tokataza'ar, Ata, it's like Ata, Tara'ah, Hayakot Rak, Dabarya, La'ah. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 23 in the English. And the Lord said unto Moses, the Lord's hand waxed short. Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not.
The Most High loves this because it's a chance for him to show his power again. You know what I'm saying? So we've been going. They were going for a while without actual, just getting by with just what they need: water and bread from heaven, occasional fruits, nuts when they come about them. But they wanted something more than that. So the Lord's going to show his power again. The same power that got us out of captivity in the beginning. Now he's gonna. Now we're gonna be flowing with food to eat. You know what I'm saying? This is the Most High showing his power. And why is it important for him to kind of make a spectacle of it? Because he knows they'll remember this and they'll speak of this even in future generations. The Most High is supposed to get praise for everything he does, even in this generation. And this is where it starts. Right now, he's building, and this is his way of building building a further relationship with Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of all this. Let's get verse 24. We're gonna walk this dog kind of slow. Go ahead, verse 24.
Book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 24 in the Hebrew. Wayataza'ah, Mashah, Wayadabar, All, Ha'im, Oth, Dabaryah, Yahweh, Wayasap, Shabayam, Ayash, Mazakwanya, Ha'im, Waya Ahmad, Atam, Sawiyabath, Ahal. Book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 24 in the English. Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people and set them round about the tabernacle.
So this part is just basically establishing order. The elders are the ones in charge. You understand? You know what I'm saying? We're not, order is important. And from the very beginning, order is established. That's why we had, you have order at home. He established that. He established that in Genesis. And he'll remind us that even in the New Testament times. There's even an order here in the ISUPK. Generals, captains, officers, troopers, sisters. Y'all understand? The elders in this case are just the oldest and the wisest of the camp. You know what I'm saying? Even our elders, when they got into their 70s and 80s, could do super things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That strength's getting ready to go back on us pretty soon. Y'all been watching the news. Y'all know everything that's been going on from domestic terrorism with the ICE situation to now countries are literally raising their middle finger up at white supremacy at America and ready to go to war with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And y'all know what Christ said in the book of Matthew when he said you'll be hearing wars and rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? So y'all pay attention to that, because every time y'all hear about America getting ready to come to battle, just understand, number one, it's prophecy. And number two, we're just that much closer to getting free.
Come.
Y'all give the Most High another hand, man. Anybody online got something to add to that? I got a question.
Live at this time. So.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and get verse 25.
Come. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 25 in the Hebrew. Wayarad, Yahweh, Banan, Wayarbar, Alayawa, Wayatazal, Man, Harawak, Ashar, Alawa, Wayatan, Al, Shabayam, Ayash, Hazakwanyam, Wayahaya, Kanawak, Alayaham, Harawak, Wayatana Wawa, Wala, Hasapawa. Book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 25 in the English. And the Lord came down in a cloud and spake unto him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease.
Got to give them strength, basically. Who in here has played a video game called Tekken? Okay. Any of y'all online? Anybody know the game Tekken? Just like the elder on that game was 75 years old and still able to keep up with people 3 times younger than him in fights, had all the money, was the most skilled, even fighting demons. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The elder on the game, Heihachi Mishima. That's kind of what the elders in Israel at this time are going through right now. They about to get some strength to go with all that wisdom they got.
If I could.
Go ahead.
In this verse where, it's talking about the spirit, he put the spirit upon him. This shows all you people that love to say that Christ is God, because the spirit can be put on anybody.
That's right.
And John the Baptist was born with the spirit.
Come on.
So it doesn't mean that the Lord impregnated Mary or anything like that. This is just one thing you can show, that the Lord can put the spirit on anybody. He can give you his power. That's his prerogative. It's not our prerogative. It wasn't even Christ's prerogative. It's purely up to the Most High. So that's what I see from this scripture. Is this one thing you can battle Christians when they try to say that dumb nonsense.
Come. Each one of y'all in the UPK got the spirit on you.
Come.
Only pretty soon we're just going to have to make it manifest into something that's going to lead and help our people. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you brothers, the ones in here and the ones that are watching us, heard this word and came to it, no matter how many years ago it was, that could be a strong indication that you were possibly one of the 144,000. At least that's what we're going for here. We're not satisfied with just being the 1/3. We want to rule in Christ's kingdom. You understand? It's what the ISUPK is set up for. We setting up to build the government of Israel, the government of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, let's the next verse. What is that? In the verse 26.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 26 in the Hebrew. Wayasha Ara, Manya, Anasiyam, Bamakana, Sham, Hakad, Aladad, Washam, Hashanya, Mayadad, Watanak, Alaham, Harawak, Wahama, Bakatayam, Salakia, Bakatabayam, Wala'a, Hataza Awa, Hahala, Wayatanabaywa, Wamakana. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 26 in the English. But there remained two of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Madad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle. They prophesied in the camp.
Okay. Can you make sure my charger's plugged up over there?
Popped up.
Popped out? Okay. Gotcha. Most High in Christ. Eldad and Madad basically have been given a different order. You know what I'm saying? They're going to prophesy to the camp. You understand? Y'all see what we're talking about? Okay. Say that again?
They said they was one of the 70 elders. They was both
Come. One of the two of the 70. All right. Where are we at? Verse 27? Let's get 27 and 28, Bob Kashar.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verses 27 and 28 in the Hebrew. Well, Wayarataza, Hana Ar, Wayagad, Lamasha, Wayamar, Aladad, Omayadad, Matanaba'ayam, Bamakana, verse 28, Wayaan, Yawashai, Man, Nawan, Masharath, Masha, Mabakayawa, Wayamar, Adonijah, Masha, Kalaam. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 27, 28 in the English. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Madad do prophesy in the camp. Verse 28. And Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men answered and said, My Lord Moses, forbid them.
Okay, let's go ahead and get 29.
Come.
And 30, Bob Kashar.
Come. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 29 and 30 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Lawa, Masha, Hamakona, Ata, Laya, Umaya, Yatan, Kal, Aim, Yahweh, Naba Yam, Kaya, Yatan, Yahweh, Rawakawa, Alayaham, verse 30. Wayasap, Masha, Hamakana, Hawa, Wazakwaniah, Yasharal. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 29 and 30 in the English. And Moses said unto him, envious thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his spirit upon them. Verse 30. And Moses gat him into the camp, he and the elders of Israel.
Okay, so we're meeting somebody that's going to be important later, basically. That's Joshua, son of Nun. He'll be important, especially once we get out of the land, when we get out of the wilderness and into the land of Canaan. But just for you young man that's in the school, and by young, I don't mean you're literally in your 20s. I mean, you could be 60 right now. You're a young man if you just now got here. You know what I'm saying? Because you're born all over again. But you young men that's coming in, this is how you gain power. You start out first proving that you can serve, and then before long, you will be in charge of a nation. You know what I'm saying? We're meeting Joshua right now. Where is he? He's a young man who serves Moses. Young man, son of Nun, from tribe of Ephraim, serves Moses. He takes care of Moses' little secondary needs, basically. But of course, as you know, we'll read later, Joshua will be the front of the nation once we go take the land, once we take the promised land. Y'all understand that? He'll be a little older, and the whole nation will be pretty much at his whim. By the hand of the Most High, he'll be doing everything through Joshua pretty soon once we get into the land. So it's important you know this now, and it's just it goes into you proving yourself and showing you can do the task put before you. You know what I'm saying? You do that, and you'll get more glory and power than you ever thought. Okay, go ahead. We are in verse 31. Yeah, we'll just get 31 right now.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Warwak, Nasai, Ma'af, Yahweh, Wayagaz, Shalawayam, Man, Hayam, Wayatash, Al, Hamakana, Kadarak, Yawam, Ka, Wakadarak, Yawam, Ka, Sabayabawath, Hamakana, Wakamantayam, Al, Panya, Harataza. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 31 in the English. And there went forth a wind from the Lord, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth.
So imagine this. All quail, is a bird, right? Imagine a whole bunch of them just falling right in front of you, up to pass your head in some cases. Imagine that going on. Getting ready to be a whole lot of eating being done. Hell, if we had quails falling outside, it'll finally get Officer Lamawad a chance for y'all to once again see his grilling skills go to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll all help him, but We'll let him go on and get everything else together as far as the grilling and the seasoning and what have you. I mean, we'll help you pluck it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Imagine that going on when the rest of this world is on martial law. And by this world, I'm talking about America. Because that's the ultimate gain, obviously. They're trying to establish martial law. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
The former governor of Minnesota, a former pro wrestler named Jesse Ventura, Jesse the Body, he said, we are a third world country now. And when he said that, all I wanted to do was smile. Y'all should have seen me at the house when he said that. But when he said that, and then when Officer Lamawad read that, I'm like, we'll probably be the only ones with quail and food to eat once there is martial law. When none of us were in a situation where it's martial law, we can't even leave the school, we'll have something. Our families will have something. But no, that was just a thought that was running.
If I may.
Go ahead.
With that being said, everybody should be preparing their homes. Everybody should be, gathering things that don't spoil. Rice, beans, different things like that. Water. If you have water, put it in glass. Don't keep it in the plastic. Just things like that, because this place is starting to come down. And one of these things that, especially in the UPK, we should be preparing for. You need to know how to hunt. You need to know how to fish. You need to know how to do these things. You need to know how to survive off the land. So many people live in these cities. It shuts down. They ain't gonna know what to do.
Yep.
The only thing they gonna know what to do is grab the gun and go rob you. That's all. They don't know how to grow food. They don't know how to farm. They don't know how to fish. And that was by design. If you look at everything was set up so that people migrate to cities and clump up in one city. Why? Because now that devil has you in an area he can keep you rounded up. It's like cattle.
Right.
You got to herd them into an area that of control. That's why they don't want you in these rural areas.
Right.
But the Lord don't want you in cities.
Okay.
The Lord wants you in rural areas. He wants every man to have his own land, to be able to plant his own crops, his own cattle, sheep, whatever you have, and then you trade it with your brethren.
Okay.
But you are spread out. You're allowed to flourish and you're allowed to grow. You're allowed to live as a man should live and raise your family. You can't raise a family in an apartment stacked on top of another brother and beside another brother and all this stuff. And then he sees what you got. He gets envious because he's not in the Lord. You are in the Lord. Next thing you know, you come out and your car broken into.
Yep.
And you worked hard for it. And you the one looking up at the sky talking about, Lord, why me? Well, it's why you? Because you can understand what's going on. He can't.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to exact death on him. He will. So we just have to think about these things, and you got to start preparing. The Lord is showing it, and we're priests and prophets of the Lord, so we see it, and we give it to all of y'all, so that we're not caught empty-handed when that time comes. And that's what the school is here for as well. It's a centralized location somewhat. I think with our school, I know it's far from a lot of you brothers.
Okay.
But if stuff hits the fan, it's farther out from the centralized location in the city. Think about all them people down there by downtown. Stuff hit the fan, they not going nowhere. They stuck. All public transportation shut down. All roads going to be jam-packed with cars. It's going to be a gridlock. The Lord put us in the places that he put us for a reason. It's not by happen chance. And I know it's far for us to drive, but we're men and women of the Lord. At the end of the day, it's all can be said about it. We the ones that chose to come in and make the sacrifice. And for those that are not in there, we implore you to come in there and serve like you want you to. Not because you want the name UPK, but because you want to serve the Lord. That's all I got. So
No sweat, no sweat. Just to build off what he said, who in here is from Louisiana or got family in Louisiana? Anybody? What I'm just waiting on is I want to see how Esau's media spins this, because they're the ultimate spin masters. I remember during Katrina, they actually had a news report of this Edomite family, woman and her kids, actually breaking into a store, and yet they spun it as they're just trying to survive and this, that, and the third. They're trying to eat or what have you, and or get some of the some perishables or whatever it is they needed. But of course, when Israel was doing it, when blacks and Hispanics were doing it, what were we? They were using all types of terms: refugees, criminals, savages, thieves.
Right.
But of course, Esau gets a fluff piece.
Right. Something needs to be done when we.
Yeah.
Well, there's a rapper that said it best. It's a problem when I do it. It's okay when they do it. Is that y'all remember? Something like that. I know it's a problem when I do it. I think it was Finesse 2 times said that. Yeah.
Oh, that nigga, man.
Well, yeah, I don't go after his philosophy, but he did say it right when he said that. It's a problem when I do it.
It's a countdown on when the Lord gonna destroy Finesse 2 times.
Okay.
It's a countdown right now, and it started the minute he blasphemed the Most High about last week. So
I think it's all of them. Not DJ, but ain't Yellow Beezy his trial coming up in February? Yeah, his trial coming up in February for the murder of or for having his part in the role of the murder of
Mo 3.
Yeah. I think Trap Boy Freddy had a little bit to it too. But Salaki, that going off. So
yeah. Well, as off topic as it may seem, it's relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because rappers are one of them people that don't really believe in God like they should. You know what I'm saying? They know it's one up there, but they feel like they can keep doing. I ain't even dealing with what they say in music. We already know there's going to be judgment for that, but just what they do in their personal lives, there's going to be judgment for all that. I hope our people are watching it. You say Beezy goes on trial next month?
Come. If I could ask y'all real quick, Salaki, is it true that Nicki Minaj spoke in front of the UN? That's true? How crazy is that?
I didn't know that was in front of the UN she spoke
the
of.
UN. That used to be a prestigious thing to talk in front of the UN. Now it's been reduced to Nicki Minaj. That is, I thought it was one of those AI stories.
A nasty little foul-mouthed heathen.
That is crazy. I mean, we get our advice from Cardi B, and now the UN gets talked to by, like, this place gotta burn.
Nicki Minaj, a chick who can't get along with anybody. And yet she's at the UN speaking. All because they done paid her to endorse the gospel of Donald Trump, basically.
I guess the spirit of love was on her.
Let Christians tell it, yeah, of course.
Christians tell it.
But anyway, let's get on back to the work. We are in verse 32. Yeah, go ahead. Let's get that.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 32 in the Hebrew. Wayakwam ha'aim ka hayawam hahawa'a waka halayala waka yawam hamakaraf wayasapawa af hachalawa hamama'ayat asap ashara kamariyam wayashatakawa laham shatawak sabayabawath hamakana the book of Numbers. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 32 in the English. And the people stood up all that day and all that night and all the next day. And they gathered, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp.
Officer of the lumberyard, them homers, is it talking about pigeons? I figured that's why you were grabbing the Bible dictionary. For y'all that don't know, priest and officer at the lumberyard, he's always a step of everybody at this, man. The question you were getting ready to ask, he's ready to ask it 5 minutes ago. Getting ready to answer it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give it up, officer at the lumberyard, man. What, homers? Oh, weight and measures. Okay.
All right, for you in just a second, sir.
I hate when dictionaries do that, direct you to another word. Once you look up something, who's always hated that?
Okay, Salaki, I got it, sir.
Go for it.
So, in the Bible, homer is a unit of dry measure, mainly for grain.
Okay.
1 homer equals 10 ephahs, which is about 6 to 8 bushels, roughly 220 to 230 liters. In Numbers, yeah, it's just the unit of measure.
Okay, that's all right, Christ. We'll accept that because we got that in the Zondervan. And
Yeah.
where'd you look that
This
up
was
at?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Comic-Con.
Shout out to ChatGPT. He knew. They know who the brothers in America are.
6 to 8 bushels.
You ask ChatGPT, he'll tell you them niggas are the lost tribes of Israel.
That's right.
So shout out to ChatGPT. Something in Esau's system works correctly. All right. Let's get
They'll try to reduce it though.
Oh yeah.
ChatGPT will. It says no credible evidence.
Right. Well, we got credible evidence, the Bible. And the fact that we're living in the curses. So don't let nobody if it ain't us, make them tell you who.
Right.
Tell them it ain't us. Make them tell you who, because that's why a lot of them try to get away with that little slick nonsense too.
Okay.
We don't know. Hell, a so-called white man calling himself a Jew ain't had credible evidence since the 8th century when he started calling himself a Jew. He ain't had credible evidence ever, but
if I may,
still they in the land, are they not? All right, go ahead.
When they like to say we don't know, it's like, I don't know that with me, I always keep it simple. I ask them, well, you believe in the Bible, right?
Right.
Well, of course I believe in the Bible. Then you believe everything in it is true, right? Of course I believe everything is true. Okay, then did all the people in the Bible just disappear? They just left. They're not here no more. And of course, they ask me, why are you asking that? I'd be like, because can you tell me which one of the 18 nations in the Bible you are? You say, and so you want to sit up and try to tell me nobody knows. The Lord said nobody would know. The Lord said that they would wake up in the last days. But if nobody knows, then who you calling them people in that land over there?
Very good.
The people you trying to say that they don't even call themselves Israelites.
Right.
They call themselves Jewish and think don't nobody
Israelis.
But you know the real thing that really gets me that people don't really catch on to when they say you anti-Semitic, right? It's a trick bag. Why do I say it's a trick bag? Because Jacob and Esau were both Shemitic. You see what I'm saying? So no, I'm not anti-Semitic. You're claiming you're a Jew. So if anything, you should say that I'm anti-Israel or anti-Israelite. But you're not saying that. You're saying Shemitic because that's telling the truth without telling a lie.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They're not lying to you. They are Shemitic, but we're Shemitic. There's also another Shemitic, right? Am I wrong? So the devil knows how to play tricks and to deceive. That's why the devil is the deceiver. So he plays these tricks with you, and that's why people like Kanye and what's Nick Cannon get caught up because they're not in the UPK. They don't have this knowledge. They can't defend themselves. That's why it's like who was that? That's why Nick Cannon, when he brings that Jewish man on his show, he can't defend anything. He's apologizing for being anti-Semitic. So he's apologizing for being against himself, which is crazy.
Right.
That's why.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I apologize for interrupting your meeting. Do you have? I'm in the office two doors down. Do you guys have your own restroom here?
We do.
Okay. You haven't had any problems with the plumbing, have you?
Not really. No.
Yeah, I would say you just use it.
Okay. We called the guy. He's supposed to, because the plumbing's acting crazy everywhere
Okay.
Oh, really?
throughout the place. Yeah, it's all plugged up. So we called the guy to come
Okay.
and fix it. So they might ask you guys about it later on today.
Okay, well, thank you.
Excellent. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Yep.
Apologize for interrupting your meeting.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Hey,
All right.
pretty soon they're gonna be coming, whether they want to or not. So
Okay.
yeah, give it up to the Shamar department. Excellent job. Officer Hot Design was ready to go. You ready to lay them down if necessary. Were you, warrior? All right then.
You ain't want that smoke. You ain't want that smoke.
All right. Where we are, we're at 32 now, or 33?
33, sir.
33. All right, go.
Come.
Were you bringing out something just now before we?
No, that's all it says. It just be careful about the tricks that these devils play.
Yeah.
And I mean, and at the same time, understand like a lot of people don't understand the dynamic of the devil and Satan. Satan is an angel, but the devil works for Satan at the same time. And Satan does not oppose the Most High. He's doing his job, which is to come down and try to tempt you and deceive you and everything else. Because why? You have to prove that you're worthy of the kingdom. So you got to use your brain. Somebody try to tell you anti-Semitic, just flip it on them. What is anti-Semitic? Can you define that? Just define it. If they can't define it, then don't come to me with the nonsense, because I can define it.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And they'll say, well, define it. I don't have to. You the one brought it to me. And it's like, sir, if you know that you have the truth, undoubtedly, but beyond any reasonable doubt, which you do, because your words are the Lord's words, you don't have to argue with anybody about anything.
Right.
As you know, like you were talking about with the debates. The debates is purely for edification.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand why Captain Tazariak and others do debates all the time. They're not debating because they want to be right. They're just debating to edify the audience of the other debater. That's all. It's fishing. They're not going to win the whole audience over, but I bet they win some. Guarantee they win some, because the Lord said some will hear my voice.
There you go.
They will heed the call. So that really answers your question from earlier when you asked about that. I had to think about how to answer that. But yeah, we don't let anybody deceive you. The best thing to do is to keep silent, because the more you talk, the more you get caught up in traps. The best thing to do is just keep silent, keep your answers to a minimum,
Right.
and stick to the Most High God. Let God be true and every man a liar.
Let the scriptures prove everything.
Salaki,
No, you did an excellent job. Let's go ahead and finish this chapter.
Come. We're on 33.
33.
Come. You want all the way to 35?
No, we'll just get 33 and then we'll get the last two.
Come. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 33 in the Hebrew. Bashar, Awadina, Salakia, Awadinyawa, Bayan, Shana Yaham, Taram, Yakarath, Wa'ap, Yahweh, Kara, Ba'am, Wayak, Yahweh, Ba'am, Makah, Rabah, Ma'ad. It's the book of
Salakia, Officer Thalam, can you look up Hazaroth and Kibrathatava? All right, Most High in Christ. Go ahead. Salakia for that.
no sweat. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 33 in the English. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people. And the Lord smote the people with a very great plague.
Okay.
So like they wasn't supposed to eat the quail.
I guess not.
Okay.
You know, they complaining, I guess.
Okay.
That's what I'm reading.
Salaki, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
If I may, because earlier the Lord questioned Moses. Was it Moses? Or he questioned like you don't think I can do these things? I forget what verse it was where I think Moses said something to the Lord, and the Lord, Salaki, I remember it though. I just can't remember the verse it was.
Okay. Just to put it simple, what's going on in here is his anger was kindled against Israel. Basically, because they weren't going according to script. You know what I'm saying? They were begging and hollering and bitching and crying when they're supposed to be building a nation. So he got the elders out of there, got the elders to prophesy, and when the ones who ate that quail before the Lord got to do his thing, guess what? They perished.
Okay.
They caught that plague.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Can I read 23 over again?
You may.
So Numbers 11 and 23, and this is what I was talking about. And the Lord said unto Moses, is the Lord's hand waxed short? Because meaning you think I can't do this?
Right.
Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. So I think he was saying there, like, you don't you got some little faith in me. You don't think I can do it?
It's kind of like what he was doing during the Exodus. They don't know the Most High, so they question everything. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they know is what they learned in captivity. It's just further proof we got to get rid of that old man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When that time, before that time comes, we got to get away with every Babylonian philosophy that we done picked up being here in America and just go according to the plan. This Bible has got the plan for us.
Right.
And the Lord made this as easy as possible to figure out. So that's all we got to do. All he's got to do is see us living the way we're supposed to be living. Keeping the Sabbath like we're doing now. Keeping the high holy days, the feast. Showing brotherhood to brothers. You know what I'm saying? Showing brotherhood to sisters.
Right.
Keeping order in our house or wherever it is we dwell. He's got to see us doing what he laid out a while back, thousands of years a while back when he was pleading with Moses. Not necessarily pleading. I'm using the wrong word, but when he was giving the game to Moses, and Moses was dealing with our people. That's what he's trying. That's what he's trying to see. That's what he's trying to get. Trying to get us back to what's right, because what we're doing here in New Babylon, aka America, there's nothing righteous about it. Y'all understand that? There's nothing righteous about having another nation, a filthy nation at that, ruling over you. There's nothing righteous about homosexuality. nothing righteous about alternative lifestyles, divorce, Christianity, of course, and any other religion. It's not that we just be picking on Christianity. The Most High don't deal with any of these religions.
Right.
He's trying to get us back to where we're supposed to be.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
And don't think that Islam is not Christianity. It's just all the other religions is Christianity as well.
All of it.
That's when we say Christianity, it's just an encompassment of all of them. Any one of them that says that their God loves everybody is just Christianity. That's all it is. So anybody can be a Muslim, anybody can be a Christian, anybody can be a Buddhist, anybody can be a whatever those East Indians celebrate.
Hindu and all that.
Anybody can be those things. It's just Christianity.
Even Jewish
is Christianity. Which Judaism, what they call it.
They love to get on us saying that we were rejected from Judaism or failed at that or this, that, and the third, or wannabes. No, we're not. We're just trying to get back what's ours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Any one of us in here, if we wanted to be Jewish, we could. Fortunately, you're not. Jewish is not a nationality.
Not a nationality. It's not even a tribe at the end of the day.
Right. It's just a bunch. It's just a bunch of devils trying to be us, our forebears, and trying to claim the legacy of our forebears, so they can get the the privilege of our forebears. Which is why America and the UK gives it billions of dollars every year. They keep this facade going on, but that time's up now. You know what I'm saying? The internet has made the world real small now. And even though we don't endorse everything on the internet, what we do endorse is what we put out, the truth that we put into the air. ISUPK was the home of the truth. It was the only so-called Israelite group that got it right in the 60s. Proof of that is the fact that the groups that were, the groups that were around then ain't around now. We were the only ones that get it right. And even brothers who left the ISUPK and tried to establish their own organization, they had to start it with the truth, right? Everything they learned from ISUPK. And then, of course, over time, they just started divulging and going into their own doctrine. That's why most of them don't exist anymore. And the ones that are still here, they're going to be gone pretty soon, too. Right. The only ones that may still be around in that day is probably them purple cats because the government runs that. You know what I'm saying? They get kicked. Them brothers and purple cats get kickbacks, and we all know that. You know what I'm saying? So they might still be around in the last day, but by then it's going to be, nobody's going to look at them and see the truth. They're just going to look at them and see everything that you're not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't do everything. They don't, celebrating the full moon. We don't do that. Rejecting the Hebrew language. We don't do that. Marrying sisters on the heathens. We don't do that. And it's a whole lot of other stuff them purple cats do. We ain't gonna make the Sabbath service about them or the Israelite groups. I'm just using that as a teaching point. They might be the only other group besides us that's around that day. And there'll probably be more than us that day, but hey, the Most High only wants 1/3. Y'all understand? And so it ain't about numbers. If it was about numbers, he'd want more than 33% of the nation back by the time Christ returned. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't. He ain't doing all this for the multitude. He's doing it from the remnant. Y'all understand? Let's go ahead and finish out this. Go ahead.
Can I read that?
Go ahead. Yeah, go on. Please.
This is the reason what he's saying about the UPK being the one. Because it was in the beginning and brother split off.
Right.
But this is why it has to be the ISUPK. And that's Ephesians 4:4-6. There is one body, one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
That's right.
Verse 5, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Verse 6, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
That's right.
And that's what he's talking about. We can't be divided. When you become divided like that, you're no better than the Christian church.
That's right.
You're no better than the Roman Catholic Church that everybody split off from because they wanted power, not because they cared about the Lord. So all the different groups in the Israelite community that want to split off from the body, you're a member that was deceased. It had to be cut off. That's why you read all throughout the Old Testament, if your member offends you, cut it off. That's why so many people were exiled and shunned and different things like that, because you will infect the whole body, and the whole body will die, and the Lord wouldn't have us die. But I just wanted to bring that out in what he was saying, because you can't be one body and have these different groups all over the place.
Right.
Then that makes us no better than the Christian church.
Let's get the last two verses, Bob.
Come on. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verses 34 and 35 in the Hebrew. Wayakora'ah, off, sham, hamakawawam, hahawa'ah, kwabarawath, hata'awa, kaya, sham, kwabawa, off, ha'aim, hamata'awayam. Verse 35, makwabarawath, hata'awa, nasawa'awa, ha'aim, katazarawath, wayahawa, Salaki, wayahayawa, bakatazarawath. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 34 and 35 in the English. And he called the name of that place Kiribath Hata'ah, because there they buried the people that lusted. 35. And the people journeyed from Kibroth Hata'avah unto Hazeroth, and abode at Hazeroth.
Okay, so y'all understand. Go ahead and give me Kibratava and Hazeroth in the Bible dictionary.
The graves of lust or greed. The next encampment of the Israelites after they left the wilderness of Sinai. Here they gorged themselves on the quails God sent, dying of the resulting sickness.
So that's where the greedy ended up.
Right.
That's where the whiners and the bitches and the yelps all ended up. All right. And so the other, what about Kibrathahatava?
No, that was one.
That's what that was. Okay.
The other one.
Hazeroth.
Courts of villages, a station on Israel's journey in the wilderness, about 40 to 45 miles from Mount Sinai.
Okay.
Eastwards toward the Gulf of Aqaba.
Gulf of Aqaba. All right. In other words, after we buried all them greedy niggas back at Kibrathahatava, we went on 45 miles to Hazeroth. Keep in mind, there were no cars back then, so we just had the troop. A lot of walking, a lot of riding on camels or donkeys or horses or what have you, or bullocks. You know, we cut them brothers and sisters off, and just kept it moving.
Right.
Thus said the Lord.
It's just business.
That's what I'm saying. And
Lord's business.
hey, if the Most High did it, it was righteous. We got to get in that mindset. Don't be like our people in the world. I can't tell you how many times I've told them about something that the scriptures that the Lord did or said, and they'll try to work on your human emotions. Does that seem right to you?
You're not emotional.
Can't be emotional with this. You know what I'm saying?
Emotional.
I remember one time I was talking to, y'all heard of Geno Jennings, right? I was talking to one of his members one time at the slavery, and he was pointing out this devil that he didn't know, or I didn't know, and he said, "Look at that man right there. Are you going to tell me that it's right that that brother can't get the?" Because I told him I was an Israelite with the ISUPK, so he already knew how we got down. And he said, "Look at that brother." He said, "Brother." I didn't say it. He said it. That brother right there. Are you telling me if he can't believe that he don't believe he can't get the kingdom? I mean, you telling me that even if he believes, he can't get the kingdom?
He can clean up the kingdom.
Yeah, that ain't even what I said. But I said,
Okay.
but what Lamawad said was right. Yeah, he can clean up the kingdom for sure. He can be a servant, i.e., a slave for all day, all his days, because that's what the kingdom's going to be. Esau in slavery. What was you saying, Zakaria?
Believe in what?
He's Geno's follower, so
Right.
which is nothing but Christianity,
Right.
just with a different name. Geno and his followers like acquainting themselves like they're the Christian church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like all other Christians got it wrong, and if you're not following him, you know this, that, and the third. They try to distance themselves from Christianity, but really, no, it's just Christianity.
Just Christian.
That's all it is. Nothing different. Nothing different about it.
Sound like he got a frog in his throat.
Yeah. He's still teaching that all nations can be saved. He's still teaching that God is three people. He's Christ and the Holy Ghost, and that the Holy Ghost is feminine. He's still,
So like I said, that essence is just gross.
yeah, for sure.
When they say the essence, like
They're still not celebrating the high holy days. They're still keeping a first day Sabbath. It's all Christianity. All doing everything else that the Lord said not to do. They're still going to eat pork. They're still going to sleep with other brothers' women. They're still going to molest kids. Y'all understand?
so like I said,
Go ahead.
I think that's why the Most High refers to us as children.
Yeah.
Because they're the child that wants to make it seem like they're obeying, but they try to find loopholes. You know what I mean? Well, my friend Timmy next door, I want him to be included too. So I know you say not bring him to the house, but we wouldn't let him starve, would we? We wouldn't let him go thirsty, would we? When the Most High is like, he's got a daddy, he's got something to drink, he's got some food. Why you keep trying to get him over here to eat off of? What's wrong with you? So then he tells your brother. So this is the father telling the brothers and the sisters. He keep acting like that. He might have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to go.
It's gotta be about what the Lord wants. Yeah. You gotta even be willing to cut your kids off if they're doing something the Lord don't want.
Okay. He's a kid that when you turn 18, you up out of here.
Yeah.
He's that kid. You know what I'm saying? Since you don't want to live under my roof and do my rules, you gotta go. And that's the same thing with the Lord.
Huh.
Problem is his roof is everywhere. So it's like you gotta be destroyed at that point. That's why we trying to wake up our people and not have them destroyed with the rest of this heathen. But they don't want to hear it because they want to save everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't even save nobody if you can't even save yourself. Like that's not even possible. That's just like loving thy neighbor like you love yourself. How can you love your neighbor and you don't even love yourself?
God.
That it don't work like that. And people don't think about these things. They so concerned about everybody else. But where are you at? I seen you with a pork chop in your mouth the other day. Mm-hmm. Now you over here trying to save this person. You think you can't even save yourself.
God.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say battling the Christians is not hard at all. You just got to keep your mouth shut, keep it to a minimum, and stick to the script. Just the script right here.
They'll defeat themselves in debates.
And they'll defeat themselves. I can't. We were just listening to Captain Zariah talk to that. I don't even know if he was white man, Arab, whatever he is. But the things he was saying, he was cutting himself. He said, "What did he say? A Hebrew Muslim or something like that. He said a black Muslim, as if I thought it was just a Muslim. That's why we get offended when you say black Hebrew Israelite. You can only be an Israelite. You can't even be Hebrew. That's a language. But anyway, Salaki, I go on because you get into the stupidity and it just starts coming like water. You start drowning in it.
The truth is never in them. That's why they can't bring themselves to it. We're gonna go ahead and go to Numbers 12. Stop. We're gonna start at Numbers 12.
Khan, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 12. Salaki, verse 1. Just verse 1, sir.
Okay.
Wata Dabar, Maryam, Waharan, Masha, Al, Arawath, Hasha, Hakashayath, Ashar, Laquak, Kaya, Ashar, Salaki, Kashayath, Laquak. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 1 in the English. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman.
So we're about to get another lesson on order. Question: are women supposed to be leading the congregation?
Lie.
I'm waiting to hear on all sides of the room. Are women supposed to be leading the congregation? Are women supposed to be having first hand of the Most High, especially when the Most High had already established that's for men? Okay, and our four auntie Miriam is finna find out. Go ahead.
Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 2 in the Hebrew. Wayamarawah, Harak, Off, Bamasha, Debar, Yahweh, Halah, Gama, Banya, Salaki, Banawa, Debar, Wayashamai, Yahweh. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 2 in the English. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Most High heard it, so
it's like you in your room talking trash, and your daddy heard what you said.
Yep. So once again, an important lesson is going to come from this. Let it be the Lord's will and not man, or in this case, woman's will.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Now, she's making a big deal of Moses marrying this heathen woman, and the Lord ultimately is going to deal with that. Spoiler, Moses doesn't go into the promised land. So what we're learning here is, the Lord still had to show his power and still had to establish the government. There was still work to done. There wasn't no time to jam on Moses right now for marrying this heathen woman. And it's none of your business anyway. You're a woman. You his sister. You got different responsibilities. I'm not charging you with raising up anything, much less your mouth. This is basically what the Most High is telling her. Or at least saying to his own conscience before he goes and deals with Miriam here, who was a prophetess, but she's out of order.
Right.
Plain and simple. We're gonna go ahead and deal with her judgment in a little bit. Verse 3 and 4.
Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 3 and 4 in the Hebrew. Waha Yash, Masha, Anawa, Ma'ad, Makal, Hadam, Ashar, Allah, Panya, Hadamah. Verse 4. Wayamar, Yahweh, Pata'am, Al, Masha, Wa'al, Aran, Wa'al, Maryam, Tazawah, Shalashalkam, Al, Ahal, Mawa'ad, Wayatazawa, Shalasha Thum. It's the book of Numbers chapter 12, verse 3 and 4 in the English. Now the man Moses was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Huh.
And the Lord, verse 4, and the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out.
All right now. Daddy's pissed now.
Okay. Y'all.
Most High is about to check everybody involved. Basically, he done called out Moses.
Y'all get out here right
and
now.
his brother Aaron and his sister Miriam, and say, y'all get y'all behinds out here now. Then called them to the congregation.
You can hear that belt snapping.
Oh yeah. Oh, this ain't gonna be a belt. This is gonna be more like a cat of nine tails. Y'all gonna see in a minute. All right. Where are we now? We're in verse 5, right? Let's get that, and we'll just stick with 5 for now. Go ahead.
Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 5 in the Hebrew. Wayarad, Yahweh, Ba'amawad, Anan, Wayamad, Patak, Ha-ha, Wayakorah, Aharan, Wamarayam, Wayataza Awa, Shanayaham, verse 6. Oh, Salaki, you just want verse 5? Sir?
Yeah, I just wanted just 5 for now.
Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 5 in the English. The Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth.
All right, so it's time to deal with hard-headed Israel now. You know what I'm saying? He's only dealing right now with Aaron and Miriam. You know what I'm saying? He's in the form of a cloud right now. He's not literally at the door, but he's there. You know what I'm saying? Let's get 6 and 7.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 6 and 7 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Shamawa, Na'ah, Debaryah, Yahweh, so like Yahaya, Nabayakam, Yahweh, Bamara'ah, Alayawa, Atawadai, Bakalawam, Adabar, Bawa, verse 7. La'ah, Khan, Abedayah, Mashah, Bakal, Bayatayah, Naaman, Hawa'ah. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 6 and 7 in the English. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. Verse 7. My spirit, my servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house.
Okay, so he's letting it known this order that I got where I speak to Moses and Aaron's the high priest. This is the order. This is the order he set.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's basically making that known right now. I will make myself known unto them in a vision, he said, and will speak unto him in a dream. And ain't dealing with Miriam at all. You understand? My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. In other words, Moses got keep orders, and he does what he's supposed to do. That's what he's trying to get across to Aaron and to Miriam, because it's both of them that seem to have a problem with Moses. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is basically checking him. He's going to show his power. Let's get 8 and 9 and 10.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 8, 9, and 10 in the Hebrew.
Tell you what, we'll just get 8 right now. I got something to expound on. We'll get 8 and then the other 2 in a minute. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Pa, all, Pa, Adabar, Bawa, Wamara'a, Wala'a, Baka Yadath, Watamanath, Yahweh, Yabayat, Wamadawa, La'a, Yara'atam, Ladabar, Bayabadawa, Salak, Bamasha. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 8 in the English. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall be behold. Salak. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
In other words, woman, have you lost your damn mind? Did you think anything you were doing here was righteous, speaking against my servant Moses? Don't you know this is the man that I've set forward to do my will and not his own? Who the freak are you to open your mouth against him? Why are you up here depolicing him? In other words, it's basically the Most High's spirit at this point. Did I tell you to depolice him? Did I tell you to speak out against him? I'm using this brother to raise up this nation right now, and here you are being a hindrance to it. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but I'm going to deal with your ass right now. That's basically his attitude towards Miriam right now. Let's get verse 9 and verse 10.
Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 9 and 10 in the Hebrew. Wayakar, Ak, Yahweh, Bama, Wayalak, verse 10. Wahanan, Sar, Ma'al, Hahal, Wahana, Mariam, Montazara'ath, Kashalag, Wayapan, Aharan, Al, Mariam, Wahana, Montazara'ath. Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 9 and 10 in the English. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. Verse 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
So Miriam was white as snow. Now let me ask y'all this. In the scriptures, did it say any other time that Miriam was white? Okay. So that's how we know that I'm hoping y'all are getting like me when y'all look through Wikipedia or even look through paintings of the people in the Bible and you see them depicted as Caucasian. I hope y'all are vexed just as I am. You know what I'm saying? You brothers as vexed as I am? All right then. So, and getting back to the topic, Miriam is finally learning a place.
Right.
Her place is not to make her and Aaron both, but we're just dealing with Miriam. It's not to make judgments or to deal, open their mouth and say anything against Moses at this time. She was all the way out of pocket, and the Lord is dealing with her. You sisters out there who love your black or brown melanin, how would you like to wake up one morning and not have it?
Bit of LIGO.
Yeah, how would you like to be Michael Jackson when he got out of here? Which I got theories on that. That wasn't no vitiligo he was dealing with, but that's something totally different. But
Clorox bleach.
Yeah. Because I'm telling y'all now, if I ever lost my skin tone, I'd be spending the rest of my days trying to get it back.
Sammy Sosa.
Man, look here.
Horrible.
When y'all look at Sammy Sosa and anybody else black that went white, you're looking at deep-seated issues of colorism. The sisters like to say that Jake in the world is dealing with colorism because he wants a lighter skinned or longer haired woman. No, the colorism is the brother or sister who wants to be lighter skinned themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sammy Sosa, boy, what a disgrace that was. When I was coming up, because I used to deal with sports real heavy. On some level, I still do, but not as much. Sammy Sosa used to be as dark skinned. Yep. This is a Dominican brother, because the home team here, the Texas Rangers, signed him as a teenager. He was as black as this garment I got on. You know what I'm saying?
He's dark.
Y'all pull up Sammy Sosa now. He's as white as what?
He's white.
The white as the sheets on these scriptures.
He's white. You don't even look like Sammy Sosa.
No, he look like a damn fool. And he did that.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Like, for somebody to do that, it's two things to me. One, if you love the Lord, you saying you don't love the Lord because that's how he made you in the first place.
That's right.
So you had to change yourself from what he made you. But the second thing, that just shows an internal struggle within yourself that you're not comfortable in your own skin. Because we're not about colorism. Colorism has nothing to do with your nationality. That has nothing to do with it. But that is a struggle within yourself. You're not comfortable with who you are. And the questions you need to ask yourself, why am I not comfortable with who I am?
Let me tell you something. That is a demon on you if you're a black or brown brother or sister and you want to be white. That's a demon you got on you. And right now, what we're reading right now is Miriam is being put in a place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing says being put in your place than standing out and being marked with leprosy. Like Cain was, you know what I'm saying?
So, like, sir, I wanted to bring out one scripture.
Go ahead.
That's a precept for that.
But yeah, Cain was the son of a righteous man, because he was Adam's son. But he had done evil, and so the Lord marked him.
So, like, this is Romans chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Okay, and that's what Miriam was right now. She's being marked. Because she was going contrary to what the Lord said.
Okay.
And what they were all being taught. He never taught sisters to sit up there and de-police brothers. And worry about who it is they marry. You know what I'm saying? That ain't for the sisters to do. Now, you sisters that's in the school, I mean, y'all can keep pointing it out when brothers in the world go off, but keep it at a minimum, because the Most High hears you. Most High may have particular plans for that brother. So that's just something for you sisters to think about. You can point it out, but don't go in too far. Let's get, we're going to finish this chapter and then pray out. Let's get verse, where are we, 11?
11.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 11 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Haran, Al, Mashab, Bayah, Adayah, Al, Na'ah, Tashaf, Aliyanawa, Kata'ah, Ashar, Nawa, Wa Ashar, Katanawa. You said verse 11, sir?
Yeah.
Book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 11 in the English. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned.
So Aaron, because he's smarter than Miriam, is begging the Lord, don't do this to me, don't do this to us. We'll keep our mouths shut. We'll go along with the program. And this is what the Most High wants. He wanted, at this point, he wanted submission, he wanted supplication, he wanted y'all to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So Aaron's in the right spirit right now. He's begging the Lord not to make him a leper. Go ahead.
Aaron's doing what a lot of us should do.
God.
Like at the end of the day, just it's like when I tell my kids when they doing something and they just won't stop. It's like, just stop. Like you making it worse. Like, just stop. You should be like Aaron and just be like, I messed up. Sorry.
God.
I apologize. Just don't hit me with the belt.
Right.
So
repentance is always good. Just once you've repented, don't go back and keep making the same sins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, let's get we're in verse 12. Let's get 12 and 13.
Book of Numbers chapter 12, verse 12 and 13 in the Hebrew. Na'ah, Tahayah, Kamath, Ashar, Bataza Atawa, Marakam, Amawa, Wayakal, Kataza'ah, Basharawah. Verse 13. Wayataza Ike, Mashah, all, Yahweh, Lamar, all, Na'ah, Rapah, Nah, La. It's the book of Numbers, verses 12 and 13 in the English. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. Verse 13. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, heal her now, O God, I beseech thee.
So even though his sister was talking noise to him and, calling herself trying to check him, because Moses is a meek and humble man, he's going before the Lord praying for her. That's a man of the Lord. You got to sometimes pray to the Lord for your people. You know what I'm saying? Our people are still still in religion, still in Christianity, still in Islam, still in Hinduism. We know the destruction is going to come to them, but a man of God will pray for him. You know what I'm saying?
So the thing that caught me is let her not be as one dead.
Yeah.
Whom the flesh is half consumed. So is it saying that leprous white skin is like one who's dead?
God.
So is that the so-called white man walking around like the living dead?
Yeah.
They got the mark. They've had the mark of Cain from the beginning. That's why they have no. That's why they have no pigmentation.
That is wild in the game.
No soul.
No spirit in them. And yet, if we bring this out, all of a sudden we're a hate group.
Yeah, that's wild.
Let's go on ahead and get the last three verses and then pray out. Let's go ahead.
Khan, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 14, 15, and 16 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Wabayah, Yarak, Bapanoyah, Hala, Takalam, Shaba'ath, Yamayam, Tasagar, Shaba'ath, Yamayam, Makawataza Lam, Kana, Salak. It's Lamakana, Wa'akar, Ta'asap, verse 15, Watasagar, Mariam, Makawataza, Lamakana, Shaba'ath, Yamayam, Wa'am, La'a, Nasai, Ada, Salakia, Ha'aip, Mariam, verse 16, Wa'akar, Nasa'awa, Ha'aim, Makataza Rawath, Wayakanawa, Bamadabar, Paran. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verses 14 through 16 in the English. The Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. Verse 15, Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days. The people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. Verse 16, and afterwards the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran.
Okay, so the Most High is giving some mercy. He's basically letting them know, hey, shut her away for 7 days. Then after 7, you can receive her again. That leprosy will be clear. She'll be back to her original form, and she'll learn not to cross the Lord again. It's just giving you, with the Lord, it's going to be mercy, but it's going to be consequences. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to ever be unpunished. When you read the scripture in Ecclesiastes, I think it's in the 8th chapter, it'll tell you judgment may be delayed, but you're still going to get judged.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would just bring that up to just let y'all know, you all that are in here and you all that are watching, the Lord is watching to you and he is listening to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Up here in the UPK, we're going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments until Yahushua comes home. Y'all understand? All right. Did anybody online have any questions?
Not at this moment.
Nothing from brothers and sisters online? Any questions in here? Nothing? All right, then let's go ahead and pray out. ISUPK, keep paying your tithes and offerings to the men of the Lord. Got it over there? Okay.
You want to still plugged up?
Cut. All right. The water for y'all coming through. Let's keep that energy every week. I'm gonna go ahead and pray out.
Lord, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Dash.
Dash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Malakuka. Tabaya.
Tabah.
Ratazaka.
Tazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Asha.
Asha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Hashemayim.
Hashemayim.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yuam. Wasalakno.
Wasalakno.
Tabawabno.
Tawakakno.
Kazalakno.
Kasalakno.
Tabawabno.
Tawakakno.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabiyanawa.
Tabiyanawa.
Banasawan.
Banasai.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashanawa.
Hawashanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wahala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
Lawalum.
Lawalum.
Aman.
Aman. This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it.
It's the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Bashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua, Baba Kushah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Larba'ah, Kalmakala, Mkal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Amatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayim, Lamathia, Hakak, Awakawa, Hatamala,
Lagash,
Bashem,
so like
Yahushua,
the water,
Aman. Prayer to the power in English, Yahweh.
Yeah.
In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. Power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. One more time. All right. The water for y'all. Say shalom.
Shalom.